For today's cup of coffee, Kid and I were inspired by watching some of the food videos.
Yes.
On YouTube. And there's some fascinating things on there. Food Kingdom is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what the other one was, but that one, it's food ASMR.
Yeah, it is food ASMR, but they go to all sorts of places in like Korea or Japan or wherever they're located. Mm-hmm. Usually in these Asian countries, mainly either Japan or Korea.
Right.
But they go to like local markets or whatever, mm-hmm. and they show how they prepare food and such like that. And
right.
It's really cool.
And so we were watching one earlier where I think they were in Korea, weren't they?
Yeah.
That they were
South
preparing
Korea.
Different seafoods.
Oh, God.
And it was one of those. Oh,
God.
And a lot of this is a cultural thing, and different peoples eat different things. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm very much willing to try. But it's the preparation of these things. It really is.
Hoopla.
And so, this is one of those questions. Who looks at these things and goes, that looks tasty?
Right? Right? I literally asked you that question as we were watching. I'm like, who
figured this out?
Who looked at these things and was like, I'm going to eat that.
Yeah. And
that looks tasty. I'm going to eat that.
Some of the ones that were kind of horrifying, crab. Now, those are some scary
That's an alien looking.
Yeah. And that's usually the blue crab and the snow crabs. My God, those things they truly are aliens. They could eat your face off.
They're like the ship that the aliens are in.
Yeah.
Seriously, they are driving those damn crabs.
Right, and I can't remember what
I don't even know if we eat those, if people eat those crabs. Do they eat snow crabs?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding? They are
do?
Delicious. Yes, they are.
Those really big, long-ass crabs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those spider crabs?
Not the spider crabs necessarily. They may eat those.
Because those giant-ass ones, the ones that I'm thinking of that have long-ass legs.
No, I think those are the spider crabs. But as far as... There was a show that used to be on about these folks that would go and do the... catching of the snow crabs and stuff. And any of those fishing jobs can be treacherous.
What was it? Oh, God, it was on Discovery. It was on Discovery Channel. And I always tuned off that channel as soon as that it came on. Those fishing shows came on.
Oh, I like those.
I always tune them off because I just...
Well, it makes you appreciate what these guys go through to get some of the food products that we consume.
I understand.
It's not like we have snow crab legs often.
I understand that. It just was not my sort of content.
Yeah, I can understand that. But like I said, for these people to be out there setting the traps and then trying to get the traps in and fighting with these crabs and it is very dangerous because... Yeah. Any of that rigging and stuff, people can get killed and do get killed.
Yeah, very much so.
But yeah, that was one of those terrifying things. Another one is shrimp. If you look at a shrimp, it's like,
we shouldn't be eating those things.
There's some people.
I bumped it.
You did bump it.
I just wanted to move my foot.
We having technical difficulties, and it's all right. We'll see what we got. So... Anyhow, but the shrimps. Now, there's people that will not eat some of these things. Some of these things, the reason that people become vegetarian is just the thought.
Yeah.
I accepted my status as carnivore years ago. I did the vegetarian thing. I've done the vegan thing.
But I just look at them and I'm like... Who looked at these things and like, I'm going to eat that. That's what I want. That's what's going through my mind.
Yeah. Another one is lobster.
Once again, it's in all these things. It's like, how did y'all eat? What'd y'all do? Stick your head in the ocean and be like, I'm going to eat that.
Yeah.
They stuck their head in the ocean.
Probably. Something washed up on shore.
Yeah.
It's like,
dead thing. I'll never eat that.
No, don't eat them when they're dead. That's the reason they have to cook them when they're alive. And we don't know that it wasn't that they didn't observe a bird or some other predator that ate one. And they're like...
There's a lot of things that
Okay.
other animals eat that we as humans cannot eat.
That's true. But somebody had to figure that out. There was one that was a test subject. He may or may not have
Many
survived.
people that were test subjects.
One of the freakiest ones for us was as far as the octopus or octopi.
Yeah.
I refuse. I'm going to say that if it's
The
cacti,
octopuses.
if it's cacti, then I'm going to say octopi. Because the other is
It
absolutely
sounds
just
better.
retarded.
It sounds better.
Anyhow, these things, when they were alive, and they still moving, and they trying to get off that table, and I'm
They
like,
trying
"No."
to move. They trying to get away.
And I'll tell you something. Now that little Korean mama, she was ruthless.
She
This
was
lady
ruthless.
had done this probably almost all of her life, and she just wasn't having it. And
she wasn't playing with those
no,
squids.
she wrangled it. And to watch these people prepare these dishes, they're masterful.
Yeah.
So, but that was just kind of freaky. It's like,
There's a lot of stuff I missed apparently that you saw.
yes. Well, you can go back and rewatch it.
Do you think I'm going to do that?
I don't know.
Maybe I will. We'll see.
Along the similar line, squid.
Squid.
The squids. And that is where calamari comes from.
Yeah.
Or calamari, whichever you want to do.
Calamari.
Whatever.
Same thing.
Tomato.
Yeah.
But
Same
fried
difference.
calamari is delicious.
Yes.
I actually prepared squid once. Years ago.
Just
Years ago. Because when you're trying to teach yourself these things, you're going to make some huge mistakes.
Oh yeah.
Never mix red wine with cauliflower either. Ew.
No.
That went straight down the garbage disposal. But,
Yes.
but the squid, as far as
Wait, I wasn't
preparing
there for
no,
that.
No, that was way before y'all were.
Oh.
So
Wait, what was the story of that?
Oh, I had to tell that some other time. But what? No,
This
no.
is the perfect time to tell that.
it's not. It's not. But it's interesting as far as the preparation on these creatures that have tentacles.
Okay.
And you sort of don't know. It's like, do I eat this? Do I not eat this? You do eat it.
You
But as
look
far
at
as
it and it's
cleaning
like,
out-
should I be eating this?
Well, it's
Should
weird.
I be eating this?
Because they're almost, on some of it, it's almost transparent. Not totally, but they're interesting. Mm-hmm. They're totally. There's things in grocery stores across this nation
That we should not be
have no
eating.
understanding of.
That we should not be eating.
Oh, hell no. Are you kidding? They're putting chicken paws.
That we should not be eating.
Well, actually, there are soups that you can make out of
I don't give a
chicken
damn. We
feet.
should not. No.
If somebody else wants to eat a chicken foot, I ain't gonna say nothing.
If
Now, let
you're
me tell you
eating a chicken
something.
foot, there is something wrong with
No,
you.
no. Here in the South, are you kidding? These people that has eat pickled pig's feet for years.
And they're fucked up.
We won't even talk about the South.
They got
Anyhow.
mental issues. There's
Shell-
there's a reason why people in the South are fucked up.
Shellfish, which they're not scary looking. They look like rocks.
It depends on
They
the shellfish.
sound like rocks when
Yeah.
they're cooking them and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were, cleaning them because these people are just absolutely meticulous when they prepare food.
They look like rocks until they open. Mm-hmm. And then that's disturbing.
Well, that's why a lot of them, when you put them in the boiling water and stuff like that. Now, there's some
But
of them that you have to.
they all
that
end up
there's
delicious.
A knife that you have to open them. Mm-hmm. But some of the other ones will open during the cooking process.
Yeah.
And it's like, I do like oysters, but I am not going to eat a raw oyster. I have no desire to do that.
Who would do that in their right mind?
I don't know. Those people that do it. And I'm not trying to gross anybody out. That's the reason I'm trying to tone mine down. Another thing that looks terrifying is a chicken. Now, don't
You asked me.
let a chicken kill you, But if you look at them in the face, damn, that's a scary looking animal.
You asked me if I've ever looked at a chicken square in the face, and I'm like, yeah. Have you?
Yes. Are you kidding? I absolutely have over the years.
They're disturbing.
They are.
But they're like turkeys. It's like, have you ever looked at one of those square in the face?
I've got that on the list too.
They look like damn buzzards.
Well, that's why they call them turkey buzzards.
They're disturbing as fuck. It's like, should we?
Well, and you've got
damn, you freaky. Should we be eating you?
And then you've got the thing with the turkeys drowning if they're left out in the rain.
God. A turkey drowning.
That's why
in the rain. What, will they just look up?
Yeah. That's why
they will actually look up and drown themselves.
Yes. That's why they're consumable, is because they're stupid.
No, okay, yeah, I get it why they're consumed. They're dumb, if they can drown via the rain.
Yeah, I had heard that
just by looking up,
and I researched it, and yes, it's true. Y'all can fact check me on that, but I did research it several years back, and it was like, damn, it actually happens.
How many cases of that happen? That's one that gets me right in my funny bone. The thought of a turkey drowning in the rain.
Well,
Someone left the cake out in the rain.
Somebody left the turkey
out in the rain.
God. Oh. Another one that is terrifying to look at, but tasty. And those are hogs.
Yeah.
And not only are they scary as hell, I mean, there's a difference between a pig and a hog. And where everybody's got those little pygmy pigs or whatever, the pocket pigs, those things are a totally different creature than a hog. Most people have never been around a hog.
No, you can't. You can't keep those in your pocket.
No. They will eat you.
They will eat you alive. They will eat you in your pocket. They will eat you. They will eat you from the asshole and the end.
Absolutely. It's one of those mafia things. If you want a body to never be found again. Yeah. I try not to think about that when I'm eating bacon. I really do.
I had a dream that I told you about that dream, that I was shoveling bacon in my face.
Well, that means you've got a bacon deficiency. I think everybody's got a bacon deficiency these days. But those are a terrifying looking creature, but they tasty as hell. Are you kidding? Ham, bacon, pork chops.
It depends on the pig. It just depends on the pig. That's terrifying.
Oh no, hogs!
It depends on the pig.
No,
not all hogs. Not all pigs.
There's a difference between a pig and a hog. There really is. And when you've got some of these hogs that weighs 400, 500, 600 pounds, I mean, those
pot-bellied pigs.
Well, that's a totally different thing. Those are not.
Those things are terrifying.
Supposed to be eaten.
But they're terrifying.
I'm sure that
they're
could
scary.
Eat them.
They're scary.
Yeah.
They can be scary.
I wouldn't want one of them in the house running through.
People have them in the house. They have them as pets.
They have those little goats running through the house.
I would have a goat.
I don't know. No.
They're like cats. They get up on everything. No difference. Except they headbutt you.
On the non-animal side of things, mushrooms. Mushrooms are weird.
You don't know if they'll give you a trip. You don't know if they'll kill you.
Right.
You don't know if they'll actually be good.
Right. And it's like, I'm glad that there are people out there that know which ones are edible and which ones are not. I do not. Nobody's ever trained me on these things. And unless I was growing the mushrooms myself, or unless I can buy them out of a grocery store, I don't trust them.
You go to the grocery store and you get them. That's where you get your mushrooms.
But that's just like, even the portobellas, those very large mushrooms.
Do you know what could be hiding in those folds?
Who looks at that and goes, that's
right.
Make a really good burger.
Who looks at these things and be like, I'm going to eat that?
And then the last one you and I were talking about, because as the people on that show were preparing these, the seafood dishes and stuff, again, with the little mammas that have done this stuff all their life, she had cut up all of these hot peppers. She had no gloves on, nothing, because I'd say that she's so used to doing that, it doesn't even faze her anymore.
Well, she had gloves on for the second part where she was handling them, but
hot peppers. Oh my God.
For the first part where she was just cutting them up, though, now she had that one glove on, and it wasn't even the glove that she was holding the peppers with.
No. She's just shoveling them in there, and I'm like, God love her. And it looked delicious. It really did. But the first human being who bit into a hot pepper, can you imagine? And then they did it again.
And again.
And then they started cultivating different kinds of the hot peppers.
And started sharing them with people. And be like, hey, this hurts. Try it.
Really. It's like something being spoiled. It's like, oh, this smells horrible. Here, smell this.
Yes. That's like us in the. That's like being in the candle section at Walmart or Target. Be like, hey, smell this. Come here. Oh, that smells horrible, right? Why didn't you tell me? What's the fun in that?
Well, that's true, because a lot of the candles do smell not good anymore.
They're bad.
But even today, what are they doing? They cultivating more and more kinds of these hot peppers. And it has become this endurance test. It's hazing, because you've got the habaneros, and then you've got the Carolina Reaper, and then you got the ghost peppers and all that stuff.
And maybe you got like the ones above them that are.
There are some above them?
Yeah.
No shit.
No shit.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And it was like Kid and I were discussing the difference between like the peppers from Mexico and stuff versus the Asian peppers. The ones from Mexico, and it's forever. Like they will burn one time. It was around the time period that I was preparing the squid, not at that same time. But dumbass here cut a jalapeno up without gloves. My God, my hands burned forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like some of the, that type of chili peppers and stuff like that. That's a long-lasting burn. Yeah. It'll go on for a while.
Don't rub it into your eyes.
Oh my God! When they pepper sprayed us that time in the academy, and it's like my eyes burned for hours.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have let me go home. I had to lie. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm fine. And it's like inside, I was dying slowly.
Well, if you were not fine. No, obviously.
They would have made me sit there longer, and it's like, oh, hell no, I'm done with this day. But the Asian peppers, in some ways, can be more intense. And what I was telling you, I had eaten the pepper out of, I think it was either, it was some kind of Szechuan dish. And it may have been Kung Pao. It's probably what it was.
It's probably a General Tso's.
I think it was Kung Pao at that point, because the General Tso's is just that sweet sauce, and so the Kung Pao is not sweet, it's more savory. And I decided one day, and it was in a restaurant.
It was Kung Pao.
It wouldn't have been as bad if I had done the idiocy in the privacy of my own home. But I ate one of those, and I thought I was going to die. I did. I thought my face was just melting off my skull. And because I was in public, you can't act out, so you're just sitting there again trying to be stoic while you die inside. And it was so intense. It was so intense, and then all of a sudden it just went away.
Yeah.
And so I learned a valuable lesson that day.
Me and Dad both ate one, I think a pepper out of one of those things. One day, I think it was at a Kung Pao chicken. I'm pretty sure it was at a Kung Pao chicken or something.
Yeah.
We both ate pepper. Mm-hmm. He was driving at the time. He about died. Mm. He had to go, so he had to stop at a McDonald's and get him a milkshake. He did.
Yeah.
He could not. He could not deal with it, and he thought he couldn't make it.
And for the people that say that milk does not work on, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It does.
So you don't have to suffer longer. But now for those people, like I said, who do this to themselves on purpose, I have no empathy. That's just self-inflicted, whatever. You can't do anything to help those people. So I'm sure
I like the spicy. Okay.
I'm sure everybody's like, you missed this, you missed this. We just did 11 because it could have gone on forever.
It could have. We may do a part 2 at some point.
Well, maybe at some point. People, you all can
down
suggest
the line.
it. Yeah.
If they send in their suggestions as far as what foods are scary to them.
Yeah,
there are some
terrifying,
people
but
that are scared of
tasty.
soups.
What?
Yeah.
Why are they afraid of soup?
Riley Taylor, that YouTuber that I watch, that's one of her fears is soups.
She needs to stay in the house. She really,
she just
really
does. Not
does.
like soups. She likes 2 soups, and I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, good God.
She
Anyhow.
made a whole video facing her soup fear.
Oh, God. Oh, there's more to those people to fear. If somebody's afraid of soup, they need to go through boot camp. They really do.
Right?
They need to go join the Peace Corps. That is still a thing. I saw ads for that the other day.
What is that?
You will get over your fears. It's where you go and volunteer your time in some of these truly impoverished nations. You go, you're supposed to help the people, but you learn. You learn about yourself a whole lot. Yeah, I had thought about doing that. Sorry, kid has snuffed through the whole thing.
I'm trying not to snuff.
I know you are, but we talking about foods, and here you sniffing. Anyhow, final thoughts?
Terrifying. Crabs are terrifying when they're ripped open.
Yeah, that's some of this stuff. Y'all who live where seafood is abundant, and as far as some of the things, some of the parts that you all eat, and I don't understand the why. That's just like the crowd ads. I think they call them crayfish there in Louisiana and stuff.
Yeah, some people around here call them crayfish.
Yeah, just got like crowd ads. But as far as some of the parts in there, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to be, no. I
will not be indulged.
That's as far as like what they call the tamale, and I'm like, no. The only tamale that I'm interested in consuming is the kind that's wrapped in a corn husk.
Right?
Those are delicious.
That. Speaking of which, we need to go to the Mexican restaurant.
We do because we haven't been there in a long time.
Yes.
So are those your final thoughts?
Yes.
Other than there was an ASMR thing.
Pufferfish. We forgot pufferfish.
Those are poisonous.
Those are also terrifying to eat
No,
because the reason that they're terrifying.
poisonous.
The reason that they're terrifying to eat is because of how poisonous they are.
Why the hell would anybody be eating that anyhow, or even trying to eat that? Again,
that's just a bonus.
It's Russian roulette
there
on
we
that.
go. That's a harebrained bonus.
It's
Anyway.
like, hey, I ate that. I survived.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I have to say now.
Oh, there was something else and it went out of my brain. It's all right.
It's all good.
It is all good. So, any kind of tasty treats, terrifying treats, put those in the comment section. So if you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, scary foods,
Yes.
send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all, and have a good.
Know that you're loved.
Yes.
Get yourself a tasty treat today,
Yes.
but something that's not scary.
Yes.
And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.